To see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
You know, kid, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's going to be batted away. Incomplete, so pretty ho-hum way to wrap up our first quarter. First time this game they've looked to him. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. They're going for this. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. The 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
To throw it on 1st down. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. They are throwing it again. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. 16 yards on the play. And it sets up a Houston first. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the Cowboys will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First get on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs, who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop. On play action, here's Stroud. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll be touched down after a big play.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league. This
is Gibbs on second down. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Touchdown, Dallas! Well, whether he stays the go-to guy the entire game, we will all judge together. But no doubt about it, on that opening drive, Brock, he was the star. Bunch of catches and a touchdown to begin this one.
Yeah, I think this is twofold. Number one, you love to get this guy started early. He's a playmaker. He's a difference maker. Number two, this defense, well, they better be on high alert because this offense feels like they have a matchup they can attack, and that time attack a third time for 6.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Trayvon Diggs has got it.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Shotgun now, first round. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. And it's going to be 2nd down. Gibbs now from the gun. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Houston in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They've got 3rd down well inside field goal range. Brought in close to the 8. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. From the red zone now. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Gibbs. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Cowboys parlay the interception into points. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Barkley's got it. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Pass play on 1st and 10. Complete here to Bowers. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. The The throw is caught. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running back sent in motion. Dumped off to his running back. Touchdown, Houston! Joey Sly on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Oilers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. His return starts at the 5. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Again, it's Gibbs. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5. From the gun, Stroud. This is complete to Gibbs. And he's brought down after a short gain. So we've reached that 2-minute warning. The Cowboys looking to add to their advantage. Third and 4 coming up now. Here's Stroud. He fires one deep down the middle. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And 4th and 4 coming up. Throwing is Stroud. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Christian Harris picks it off. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Throwing it to start this drive. Gets this one to Harrison. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 1. Throw reeled in by Thomas. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They're throwing it. This ball's cut by Bowers. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Throwing it again here. Cut near the goal line. And he's out of bounds at the 4. Oh, he was thinking touchdown there. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. He finds him right side. And in for the Houston touchdown. Here's Sly to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Oilers tie things up at 14. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. It's out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd and 3 now. Now it's Stroud. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking to throw. And this ball's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Here comes the final play of our first half. Running for it, here's Gibbs. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Fielded at the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Working quickly here. On play action, here's Stroud. That's incomplete left side. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those true throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Stroud. He's going to push one deep. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Harrison Smith with the INT. And the Oilers take over as he records the 40th interception of his career.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Try and get that one to Brock Bowers. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. He's dropping back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. No gain on the play. That brings up a tough decision for them on 4th down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
It'll be a field goal try from Joey Slye. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Up and good from Joseph. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give him the lead.
He puts one through the uprights, and now he'll send it towards the other end zone. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's out of bounds, approaching the 25, couple yards short at the 23. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
This one goes for 3 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
He'll get this complete to Pitts. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
First and 10 from the 41. Straight ahead with Gibbs. Into the second level past the 30. And he has this all the way down to the 23. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
First down, Stroud. Into the hands of Gibbs. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Dallas. A give left side for Gibbs. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a third-quarter lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Cowboys take a 4-point lead. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. They'll come out throwing. And wow, nearly a pick on that check down. A bit lucky that he couldn't hang on to it, and it fell incomplete.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Second and 10 now. Forced out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up third down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's caught for the first. And he's out of bounds after getting this to the opposing 45. That one goes for 25 yards. And it sets up a Houston first.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a short yard gain. To find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch, well, it's a perfect play to break it big.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he's taken down at the 30. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Sidney Brown makes the play. A nice takeaway to end that third quarter. They're out and set, first and 10. Running it with Gibbs. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. Offense up to the line fast. Another one for Gibbs. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Third down run by Gibbs. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Less than a yard needed here on fourth. Here's a give to Gibbs. And he'll get them enough for a first down. Offense in the hurry up here. Stroud throwing here on first. They did it! He made the interception! Alex Anzalone with the pick. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Oilers take a fourth-quarter lead. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Return starts at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Rolling left, buying some time. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Here's Gibbs on the carry. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Now Gibbs. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They kick the running back in motion. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Brought in along the sideline. No gain on the play, but an impressive catch all the same.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? He's back to throw. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Looking to throw. He connects downfield on fourth. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
Oh, I love fourth downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Cowboys down by only 3. To the line we go. They're set first and 10. On the ground, it's a give to Gibbs. In the middle holes, they don't get anything on the run. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running. Here he is to throw. Escapes out to the left. And this one doesn't go far.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Looking to throw it. And that's a touchdown. The catch is made, and they lead just before the end of this game. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Finds a seam down the middle. And he will score and give the lead in the final minute. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call it there for one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
That one right down the middle. And the Oilers push their lead to 3. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
We've learned how valuable sacks and a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Back to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Harrison Smith with the INT.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Oilers, as we'll see you next time from Houston.
I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skilla, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, whip your lovin' on me. Young J-A-C-K-A-K-A, Rico like Suave, Young Enrique, speaking at AKA. She's an alpha, but not around your boy. She get quiet around your boy. Hold on, don't know what you heard or what you thought about your boy, but they lied about your boy. Going dumb, and it's something idiotic about your boy. She wearing cheetah print, that's how bad she won't be spotted around your boy. I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skilla, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me, baby. Whip your lovin' on me. Young M-I-S-S-I-O-N-A-R-Y. He's sharp like barbed wire. She stole my heart, then she got archived. I keep it short with a Lord Farquaad. All the girls in the front row, all the girls at the barricade, all the girls have been waiting all day. Let your tongue hang out, everything. If you came with a man, let go of his hand. Everybody in the suite kicking up their feet, stand up, dance. I see you. And all the guys in the back waiting on the next track. Cut your boy a little slack. It's Young Jack. I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skilla, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, whip your lovin' on me.
looking for the antidote. There's a British girl on my TV screen. She's so hot, she's so mean. Burn my body like it's flammable. Girl, I'm still a fan of you. Hey, 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 hey. Like a cannibal. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Your sensation, my fixation. Just tell me that it's tangible. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation is my fixation.
Say don't play with me, but I still gamble with it. We getting right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that a fan gives. Say that you like me, but you way too young for marriage. I've been here before, I know exactly how it goes. Yeah, now I got you packing up your clothes. You can hit me up and let me know exactly when you close. I'm her favorite, says she need a... She wanna all day.
Hey, 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 hey. Like a cannibal. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Your sensation, my fixation. Just tell me that it's tangible. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation is my fixation.
Hey, Big Daddy, where you going? Call me Flo Millie, I be flowing, yeah. Skinny, thick pockets on Samoans, woo. I be really rapping, y'all be damn. Michael Jackson, I'm the baddest, Around here, might go get it tatted, yeah. Say the magic, what? Pretty little thing, getting ratchet, yeah. Told me that I couldn't, oops, I did it again. I don't like you, I don't wanna pretend. If he ain't spending money, I just go with a friend. If you can give me dollars, give me pound, give me in. Purple, black, made back, yeah, that's me. Up, that ain't free. Ain't dead to me, R.I.P. That yo, she ain't me. Tell me what you want from me. Tell me what you want from me. Tell me what you want from me. Man, what these want from me? If I wanna test me, I ace it. I don't wait for nobody, I'm impatient. Trip off who? I'm on vacation. I pop when I do it, I'm flagrant. Never is out baked. Please don't compare me to that's basic. The money only thing I'm chasing. Body snatch, you know I'm Debbie Cakin. Men like to talk it, I hate it. Ain't hitting it, I erase it. New money, many outdated. If he say he don't love me, that's hatred. Call me Miss, pull up in the latest. Double R truck, backseat, too spacious. Cartier braces, big faces. 5,500 when I pay for my laces. Tell me what you want from me. Tell me what you want from me. Tell me what you want from me. Man, what these want from me? Tell me what you want from me. Tell me what you want from me. Tell me what you want from me. Man, what these want from me?
Feel like I'm never